And we are live. Welcome into the Arena Gaming News Morning Show for Monday, November 7th, 2022. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleyman Gaming. Burley, how you doing? How has the time change affected you?
Well, it has royally affected me. It screwed up my... I'm not going to lie. I am exhausted.
Okay, so I just want to do our little sound bite for from all of us here in Japan who don't have to deal with the time zone changes and stuff, or the time differences and stuff. So yeah.
おはようございます皆さん Good morning motherfuckers 起きていない人もいますね早く起きて起きて起きて起きて
起きて起きて That means get up, get up, get up. Get up, people. Get up. So all of you people out there, yeah, here in Japan, we don't have to turn our clocks backwards. We don't have to turn our clocks forwards. It stays the same all year round. Yeah. And of course, we live in the future. So now, Burley, you are 14 hours behind us. All of you out in the Pacific, you're 17 hours behind us. Yeah. So, yeah. Good stuff, man. Yeah. So
I hate the time change every year. I hate it the 2 times a year.
yeah.
It screws me up for days of my sleep
Yeah.
and my internal clock. Like, I am a routine guy when it comes to my sleep.
Yeah.
You keep that routine because the thing is you mess with it and it's just like,
Yeah, we were just talking before we started the episode here that just think if you came out to Japan, it's like, you lose a day.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of people when they come out here from like the West, it messes with their sleep big time. So but yeah. But most people can sleep on a plane anyway, right, Burley, as you were saying? Yeah.
Oh yeah, most people can. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just you go on exhausted.
Yep, you'll pass out. Yep. And then 10 hours after, 12 hours later, then when you get into Japan, then you wake up.
That's my plan when I eventually come down.
So, what did you play this last weekend? I was still playing Plague Tale Requiem. And I downloaded, I pre-ordered and downloaded God of War Ragnarok, so I'm waiting for that. The timer, it's ticking. It's like now, what is it, 1 day, 19 hours or something like that. It's getting close. So, yeah. How about you?
For me, I downloaded Sonic Forces Frontiers on my PS5.
Nice.
So I got that all installed and ready for tomorrow.
Cool.
I played and keep playing some Xenoblade Chronicles 3, making some progress in there, and streamed some Mario Kart yesterday.
Nice. Very good. Yeah, I mean, the weekend, it was, usual for me. I played Plague Tale Requiem a little bit. Did some things with the wife, did some shopping and everything. So she was working on, the living room and everything, rearranging stuff, and got it pretty much finished. So,
nice.
And she got a kotatsu table. Do you know what a kotatsu table is, Burley?
No, I do not.
Okay, so here is your cultural lesson for the day before we get into the gaming news. A kotatsu table is used in Japanese houses, and on the bottom of the table is a heater.
Okay.
So, and then you put like a big warming blanket on the top, and then of course the top board of the table goes on the very top, of course. But you basically, sit on the floor and you put your legs underneath and keep your legs warm and everything. So that's what a kotatsu table does. So usually a kotatsu table is in a tatami room in most Japanese houses.
Oh, the gambling room.
The gambling room. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, from the Yakuza games. Yeah, that's your fantasy of that. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, of course, we have a tatami room next to the living room. And so my wife, of course, she watches TV in there, and she decided to get a kotatsu table because, my daughter's now, in Canada. My son is, in university in Tokyo. So, yeah, I mean, so set that up, and it's looking really nice. So, and the cats love it too. The cats can like go underneath and sleep, underneath the warm, heater. So, good stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they love it. And good morning, Tweel, in the chat.
Hey, Tweel. Hey. So, I know I talked to you in the Discord there, chatted with you, said that, that you woke up early. So, hopefully things work out for you. So, yeah. But anyway,
yeah,
good morning,
for anyone affected by the time change, the caffeine business is going to go up over the next couple of days.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Because, like, after I said this earlier, after we're done doing this morning show, I'm putting in my coffee order.
Do it!
Oh, trust me, I will.
Do it! Yeah, just do it, man. All right, so we got a good show for you here, the morning show. It's Monday. I mean, there wasn't too much news to drop like over the weekend. There was some speculation, a bunch of clickbait articles about Diablo 4, and that these people on the internet know exactly when the release date is, and it's possibly going to be announced at the Game Awards. I mean, just a bunch of clickbait. I mean, just wait till it's actually announced and then talk about it. So, we got that. But, we're going to be talking about Call of Duty because there was some news about Call of Duty and a hotel in Amsterdam. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to be talking about The Last of Us TV series. Now has a release date. And, of course, here on the Arena Productions, we are going to be doing review and discussion episodes on that when it releases. We're going to talk about that. And then our topic of the show, good old Kojima, he says that, Kojima Productions is going to stay independent until the day that I die. So we're going to talk about that. So let's go ahead and get into it. But before we get into it, let's go ahead and fly the drone, Burley. Okay? So get the controller. All right?
Yeah, I got the controller.
All right. So first story right after this.
Drone launching.
All right.
I think I flew the drone pretty good considering how tired I am.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So Amsterdam Hotel, featured in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, is unhappy with unwanted involvement. So, Burley, I have a question for you. Imagine that your hometown is in a video game and like your house is shown in that video game. How would you feel about that?
I'd feel pretty cool. I'm like honored to me.
Okay. Yeah. So,
but
yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, how about yourself?
My house is already in a video game. I'll let you guess which one it is. Of course, I live in San Francisco. So, But I don't care. Yeah. As long as they don't like show the inside of it, that's fine.
They don't show you on the couch there with the newspaper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, playing with the cats or something like that. So, anyway, here's the link to the article from IGN. So, Amsterdam Hotel, featured in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, is unhappy with unwanted involvement. And I'm going to go ahead and read you part of that now. So, for example, this is from Ryan Dinsdale over at IGN. The real-world Amsterdam Hotel, featured in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, is not happy with its quote, unwanted involvement, end quote, in the first-person shooter from Activision Blizzard. As reported by De Volkskrant and translated by PC Gamer, the manager of the Conservatorium Hotel in Amsterdam said the business is currently considering how to deal with its near-exact recreation in Modern Warfare 2's Tradecraft level and Breenberg Hotel multiplayer map. Quote, we have taken note of the fact that the Conservatorium Hotel is undesirably the scene of the new Call of Duty, end quote, said manager Roy Tomasin. Quote, more generally, we don't support games that seem to encourage the use of violence. The game in no way reflects our core values, and we regret our apparent and unwanted involvement, end quote. So here we go again, Burley. It's all about violence in video games, and video games spurn violence, and so we don't condone it. But then again, I mean, I think this is just my personal opinion, I think they're just exaggerating over this. I mean,
oh, I got some opinions on this, and I can go a little rant.
It's basically going to give them more business, most likely. You know, I mean, I don't understand it, man. You know, it's just, you know, go ahead, man.
It'll give them a little more business if they kept it in. But the thing is, it's like they're taking this stance. But you know what the hotel business is known for? Affairs. See, we don't condone violence, but boy, we love affairs and shit like that. Because that's 70% of our business and all this crap. Like, Cry Me a River, this is a video game. It's not like your map is used and, you know, saying some, like, spreading, like, hate and racism and stuff like that. It's not doing that.
Yeah, but
if it was that, I could understand. It's just a building in a Call of Duty map. Who cares?
I mean, the fact that they're bringing this up is bringing more attention to it. If they would have kept their mouths shut and didn't say anything, nobody would have even noticed it.
Nobody would have cared.
You know? Nobody would have noticed it. It's like Amsterdam, there's a hotel there, okay, yeah. So? You know, it's just, I don't know. I mean, and they're like considering taking legal action. Good luck with that. You know, good luck with that. It's like Call of Duty, you know, Activision Blizzard can just say, we didn't know that was a hotel. You know, it's just in the scene in our game. You know, you would have to sue us for every single building that's in a video game. You know,
this is just stupid. Like what do you think? Oh, we're gonna take them on. We're gonna prove we look good. Let's say they win. The map's gone. They get money from Activision Blizzard. It's just a hypothetical here.
Yeah, hypothetical.
You think it makes you look good? Because guess what? Anyone that wants to make anything showing off your kind the area around you and kind of pay homage to that in any game or anything or media is going to be like, well, we know this hotel's willing if you use anything of it.
Yeah.
Even just show the outside of the building, we're going to get sued.
Yeah.
So, you know what? We're not going to make a map in that area. We're not going to take stuff around that area because you know what? We just don't want to be sued. There's no point putting the effort. And if we go to them, they're going to be like, we want 3 million, whatever dumb number, right? So,
Burley, can you think of another instance of, you know, within a video game where a city or like a particular business in general made a stink about, you know, their building or something being in the footage of a video game?
There's one other I know of. I can't remember the name of the horror game. It's still in development. Mm-hmm. It's like an indie style horror game, but they were using the colors that were associated with, you know, IKEA.
Oh, okay.
And IKEA's come after them and, you know, come under fire. It's like, you're using our colors. It's like, really, it's the same colors. So now we can't use colors and because like they're making a survival horror kind of game in a store.
Right.
It's like, so other than that, nothing that I know of people raising a freaking stink on this. This just to me is like seriously, you have nothing better to do than this. And it was probably one of their employees or like someone of the family of one of the employees is like, hey, that's the hotel I work at or John works at.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't think anything's really going to come of this. We shall see. But it is what it is, man. I mean, like I said, if you didn't say anything, probably, you know, most people wouldn't even recognize it. So, all right. So we're going to move on now. So next up, we're going to talk about The Last of Us. The Last of Us. is going to have a TV show, as everybody knows by now, on HBO Max. And it's coming in January, so we're going to get to that right after this, so stay tuned, everyone. Right, Last of Us TV series on HBO gets a premiere date. So the article is right here for all of you video viewers from IGN, and I'm going to go ahead and read some of that for you. So, Naughty Dog and HBO have confirmed that the TV show adaptation of The Last of Us will premiere on January 15th, 2023. The news was shared alongside a new poster showing Pedro Pascal's Joel and Bella Ramsey's Ellie walking in a ruined city in the post-apocalyptic world of The Last of Us. And of course, you can see that from the IGN site. And I'm going to go ahead and play the trailer for you guys. So that came out previously. So I'm going to get to that here. Yeah. So yeah, January 15th. What do you think of that, Burley? And of course, here on the Arena Productions, we're going to be doing, of course, a breakdown and discussion episode videos on this when it comes out. So what do you think? Are you psyched? Are you hyped up for it?
I'm interested. Here's the thing: like, it's known I'm not really a Last of Us fan, so but I'm interested to see how well the show will do. Like, I think it can work really well. The story of this game can work really well for a TV show.
Yeah.
So how closely are they going to follow the games? Are they going to change things up? I kind of hope they keep the core ideals. But you don't need to necessarily go beat by beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what I'm hoping that we can discuss when we do our breakdown episodes when the show finally comes out, because then we can compare and contrast, the TV show to the video game, and how different it is. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Usually, there you go. There's your clicker. Yeah, I mean, HBO usually, they got some really, really good production value to most of their shows. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, let me read a little bit more of it for you here. So this is from the IGN article. Of course, the January 15th premiere date was, of course, leaked yesterday, or not yesterday, on November 1st, I should say, via the HBO Max app and website and promotional materials in the UK. But of course, now it's official. So the first season of HBO's The Last of Us will consist of 10 episodes. So 10, Burley. And it looks to cover the events of the first game from 2013. However, some of the episodes will feature events that, quote, deviate greatly, end quote, from the game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, that, to be able to discuss it. So yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for it for sure. So
yeah, I'm excited. And I hope they like fully have this outlined, that they know, like, okay, we're going to do this for 3 seasons, for example. Have things, outlined, instead of like, okay, season 1 was really good. We have ideas for season 2.
Yeah.
And then it's like, after that, we renew it for season 3, but we have no idea what to do.
Yeah, I mean, are 10 episodes for the whole first game?
No,
I don't think so. You think it's
Yeah.
going to go into the second season will still be the first game, I would think.
I don't think they'll get through the whole game in one season. I think that'd be 2 seasons. And hopefully we don't do Last of Us 2, but like they said, they're going to change stuff. So change stuff. If you can make it more different, interesting, more engaging, that people will because the thing is like, I don't want to see online, I played the games 15 times, so I know exactly on this episode this is going to happen.
Well, that's why it says in the article, it says that and what they're saying is that the show in certain areas is going to deviate greatly from the game. So that mutes that point of these gamers that I've played the game 15 times and I know exactly how the game or how the TV show is gonna end up and everything. But yeah. Whereas like with House of the Dragon, I mean, people who have read Fire and Blood, yeah, obviously they know the story, but yeah, it deviates slightly. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much they deviate.
Oh, yeah.
But then you see Pedro Pascal there, man, and it's like I can't get around him not being the Mandalorian. And it's like, how much you want to bet during the filming that like he was running around, he had the Mando helmet on, just playing around with it or something, with Bella Ramsey and stuff like that. Just
Oh, I'm sure he doesn't. He's not allowed to take. Disney holds that that helmet is in a secure Disney vault somewhere.
I don't know, man.
It's only out for shooting when they're shooting Mando. As soon as he's done that scene, he has to give it back, and it's got to go in like in one of those briefcases, and it's chained to someone's arm.
Yeah.
This is Disney. I wouldn't be surprised with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, here's another story, our topic of the show that we're going to talk about next, of a person that has his company lock and key, and so kind of like Disney in a sense. You're not going to see anybody buying this company and this person out anytime soon. We're going to get to that right after this, so stay tuned. All right. Kojima-san. Kojima Productions. Kojima-san says, I'm going to stay independent as long as I'm alive. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I mean, that's what he's saying now. So anyway, I will show you the link to the story here. This is from, of course, VG247.com. You can go and check out the story there. I'm going to read a little bit of it for you here. So yeah, I'm going to stay independent forever. Hideo Kojima Hideo here in Japan, apparently keeps getting offers from Kojima Productions to be acquired, but he's insistent on staying independent until he's dead. So Burley, what companies do you think are actually trying to buy him out? I know Sony probably tried to buy him out.
Sony and Microsoft, I'm sure, are flashing some greens at him.
Yeah. And maybe Tencent. Maybe Tencent. Yeah.
Oh, Tencent, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They're all flashing money at him. There's a bunch of companies flashing money. And I get it because of his bad relationship with Konami at the end there.
Yes.
He doesn't want to be owned.
Yeah.
I can get and respect that, but never say never. Here's the thing. Once you get that offer big enough with the dollars, that you're good. You say, "Oh, I'll never say no," and then there's here's $50 million to you, and it's like, here's my pen. Where do I sign? like
for Kojima-san, I don't think 50 million would be enough.
You know what I mean?
I'm
picking a random number, but 500 million.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could all say like we all have artistic integrity and all that, but when someone drops a stupid check in front of you, you're like, okay, what do I sign? Like if Microsoft or PlayStation came to us 500 million, we're like, yeah, we're gonna say, where do we sign?
Yeah. So let me read a little bit more of this for you. So if you somehow missed out on the last 7 years of Kojima-related news, back in 2015, as we were just talking about, Burley was mentioning, he formed his own studio after a pretty messy divorce with Konami. His own studio, named after himself, has remained independent since then, and the Metal Gear Solid creator has no intention of changing that. As on the latest episode of his Spotify podcast, he made it clear with, of course, Jeff Keighley, obviously. He made it clear that Kojima Productions is staying clear of a buyout. And that is via Eurogamer. So, yeah, I mean, good on him. I mean, because Japanese business culture is pretty tough, man. It's tough. I mean, basically, You know, if you show any signs of deviation, if you show any signs of independence, you are going to be literally shunned and
Okay.
be made obsolete within the company. I mean, that's just the way things are here. I mean, it's a very childish mentality, but that's just the way things are here. I mean, it's either you are a family, and if you have any signs of independence, you know, you are breaking away from the family. And it's like, why would you do that? You know, and that's just the mentality of Japanese business and corporate culture, unfortunately, especially with these older companies like Nintendo, like with Konami. And yeah, unfortunately, he was a part of that for many, many years. And good for him to say, I'm going to stay independent, especially within Japan, you know, because he's going to succeed, you know, with whatever he does, you know, whether it's out in the West or out here in Japan. But yeah, I mean, just I can understand his feelings, especially from living out here for so long, you know. And yeah, good on him for doing it.
Yeah.
Burley, yeah. Anything else you want to add to that? Yeah?
No, I was gonna say, like, yeah, no, I do appreciate that. Good on him. Stay independent and do things the way you want to do them.
Mhm.
Totally respect and honor that.
Mhm.
I'm just of the never say never on something like this, because so many of these guys always say, "I'll never be bought out. I'll never do this."
Mhm.
And it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. I think Kojima will hold more true to that than most other people, but you never know.
For him, if something like that were to ever happen, he would have to have a hell of a lot of independence within that new company to do what he wants to do.
There'd be stipulations. Don't get me wrong. Like, if there was a buyout, he'd be like, I have final say on any projects released under my company, under the company. I have final say. I have vetoes and all this and that. And any projects I want that I deem worthy, we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure. So yeah. So good old Kojima, he's going to stay independent. So okay, so just a couple of programming notes. Obviously, the Arena Productions. Of course, we've got a lot of content. We had our latest episode of Andor, episode 8 and 9, breakdown and discussion. We did that, so please go and check that out. And of course, every week we're doing our breakdown and discussions of Andor until the show finishes. So please go and check that out. And we also have an official website, so if you haven't gone, please go and check that out. It's at thearenaproductions.com. So we have a blog there, we have a forum, so please leave some suggestions, some comments in the forum, things you want to discuss when it comes to video games. That's the place to do it. You can do it there. And obviously we also have a Discord too, for the Arena podcast, so based on video games and entertainment discussion. So there is a link below. You can come and join us and talk to us about, gaming news like we talk about here, as well as entertainment and pop culture related stuff. So yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah. Right. And of course, if you are new to our channel here at the Arena Productions, be sure to hit, if you enjoyed, of course, our content here, you enjoy the morning show, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe and the notification bell for when we drop a new episode here. So you will be notified on the Arena Productions. So when we drop new episodes of the morning show, and of course, our weekly podcast, the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast, episode 110 is up on the channel now. So we discuss a lot of the big games coming out in November. And next week's topic is going to be really cool. So stay tuned for that as well. So yeah, really. And also, of course, we are now partnered here on the Arena Productions YouTube channel. We also have a super chat. So, of course, you can utilize that to, of course, support us here on the Arena Productions. of course, any support that you give us, of course, will help us to make, of course, all of our content a lot cooler, and make sure that we bring a lot of new stuff to you. So yeah.
Fund our
Burley, anything you
caffeine.
want to say about that? Yeah.
I was going to say fund our caffeine so that way Burley can stay awake
Exactly.
from this time game. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a little minor part of it. Yeah, but of course, any support helps us to make the content better, and to make the Arena Productions a standout channel here on YouTube for all the content that we do. So super chat, super stickers, super thanks. So all that stuff is available. So yeah, think about it. So all right, Burley, I think that's going to do it for the morning show today. Are you doing any streaming tonight?
Yeah,
Monday?
I'm going to finish up the Ghostbusters video game remastered tonight.
Cool. Yeah. Well, Monday's almost done for me, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, for you, it's almost done, and you're going to go to bed soon.
It's already 9 p.m. here, so yeah. In a few more hours, I'm going to go to bed, so yeah. But we hope to catch everybody again tomorrow. Hopefully there'll be some news that pops up between now and the morning show tomorrow. So, of course, we're excited to bring all the news to you here on the Arena Productions. So anyway, I've been your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley Burleman Gaming. I want to thank Tuil for popping in, and everybody that comes and watches later on video on demand. Of course, this episode, I will edit it, and it will go up as well to the Arena Morning Show playlist. So you can check it out there. Of course, it'll be in the live section as well, but of course, I edited it and put it into the Arena Gaming News Morning Show playlist. So you can find it there. So we appreciate all of you that come and view our content. So thank you so much. So yeah, so with the time change, of course, now we're on standard time, 3:30 a.m. Pacific time, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the UK, 11:30 a.m. And then out here in Asia, of course, it's in the evening at 8:30 p.m. that we start. Okay. So anyway, take care, everyone, and we hope to catch you tomorrow for the next edition of the morning show. Peace out.
Bye.